So I found a pretty insane new genre of video on YouTube and pretty much all social media over the last few days. It's something that I haven't personally really seen before. I would have never thought that people were really this insane, right? Like that they would do something like this, but it's genuinely so impressive and terrifying at the same time. I really wanted to react to this for a video and just kind of see how people, see this on a broader scale, right? So I think the idea of risking your life for YouTube views isn't really a new concept, right? We've had people do all kinds of just insane feats, all kinds of crazy things, just ridiculous stunts and just traumatic experiences that have been filmed for everybody to see on the internet, but the margin of error in these videos is just so insanely low that it genuinely goes from like, hey, if you screw up even one minor thing, you might genuinely die, to, oh my god, this guy is hundreds of feet off of the ground on the side of a skyscraper with no problem, right? So I don't really know what to call this sport. Building climbing, skyscraper climbing, I really don't have any idea, TBH, but whatever it is, it's absolutely insane. I've been genuinely addicted to watching these videos. They give me such a like anxiety rush and like adrenaline rush. It's become like crack cocaine for me at this point, man. When one of these videos ends, I'm putting on another. It seems like every time these guys film a new video, like there's a new crazy feat or challenge being done. It's some of the most impressive yet terrifying content that I've ever possibly seen on YouTube. And the craziest part about the entire thing is like, I know for a fact I could never do this. You know what I mean? Like it's just out the window for me, literally out the window for me. No pun intended, but I guess that was kind of a bar. Anyway, the person we're taking a look at here today is named Alexis Landot. He's known for scaling skyscrapers and basically climbing up the sides of buildings. I don't really know how he does it or like what exactly the process of this whole thing is, but yeah, he uploads videos to social media of him climbing up the sides of skyscrapers. And the craziest thing about it is when you watch the video, which we're about to take a look at here in a few minutes, this guy doesn't use any equipment. There's no safety net at the bottom to catch him if he falls. He's not wearing like a harness that keeps him attached to the side of the building. There's literally no gear. It's like this guy, his hands, his feet, and like a bag of chalk on his hips, and he's just climbing hundreds of feet into the air on the sides of skyscrapers. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the footage to give you guys an idea of what exactly we're taking a look at here, and then we'll come back here to talk about it. So yeah, this dude just ran up to the side of a building with a GoPro on his head and just started climbing. I mean, what do you do, like, if you're one of the people who works here, or you're just like a bystander, I don't know, you're walking by on the sidewalk below trying to go grab a bite to eat or something. You look up from your phone and there's a guy like 3 stories up just climbing up the side of the building right there, just knowing that if one minor thing goes wrong, you're about to watch a guy fall all that way down and explode on the pavement like a pizza roll got dropped off of Mount Everest or something, man. Just knowing for a fact that if this guy slips up in any way, it's just over for him. What exactly do you do? I don't know, man. Like if I'm walking and I see some shit like this, honestly, I'm minding my own business. You know what? I take that back. I'm stopping and watching because this is such a like phenomenal thing. Whether it ended good or bad, I would just have to watch and see. And the thing about this guy's videos is like when I'm watching them, I'm always just completely petrified the whole time I'm watching. Like, what if this guy falls? What happens then? Am I really gonna witness this man like die on camera? I don't know, man. It's insane, but I also wonder if he gets like permission from these buildings before he does this. Like, I don't know. I'm imagining if you own a piece of real estate like this and some random guy from YouTube comes up to you like, hey, yo, can I climb the outside of your 400-foot tower for us real quick for this YouTube video I'm recording with my buddies? No, I'm not talking about the stairwell. No, I'm gonna literally climb the outside of it with some chalk. He's also doing this barefoot too, which is something I want to point out because it just makes it more impressive. Like, he's not using shoes to get extra traction. He's doing this with literally everything that is basically him. Like his own hands with a little bit of grip, of course, with the tape, and his own bare feet. Like, that just makes it so much more impressive. Alright, so we're not even that far through this video yet. He's not even that far up the tower, and the stakes are already raised. Like, if you're looking at this video and you can tell how high off the ground this guy actually is, he is legitimately risking his life right now. Like, he's not even, maybe even a fifth of the way up this tower yet, and if he falls at any point, it's just over. You know what I mean? Like, he's already that high off the ground. I don't know about you guys, man, but I probably couldn't even get 3 panels of window off the ground, you know? I would walk up like he did. I would try to get like a running start or whatever, and then I'd just slip and bust my ass and make a clown of myself. Then the footage of that would be forever and like just put all over the internet. It would be horrible, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just what would happen. Like, I would be completely screwed. So I don't know how this guy is this good at it. I don't know how he pulls this off. I don't know what kind of training you have to go through to make yourself like so good at climbing the outside of skyscrapers that you don't literally fall and fucking die. But it's crazy that like this guy is willing to do all this for like YouTube content. You know what I mean? Most people are like me, right? They're a little bit more pussy. Like, I just sit in my office room, play video games with my friends, and then record the footage of that with them. And then I just like record audio of like things going on the internet and like talking about stuff. This guy goes out and climbs buildings. Like, we're really not the same, man. And it really puts your content creation things into perspective when you realize that, right? So
it's so
I just want to point out too, and I think this is kind of important to the climb, right? So this video looks cold as shit. I don't know, but like the wind is very clearly blowing pretty decently. It's metal, so like it's gonna be cold as shit if it's exposed to the wind and like low temperatures. And he's doing this shit all barehanded and barefoot. Like, and once again, there's no room for error. It's not like this guy can just be like, okay, I'll give it another shot here in a minute. It's like this dude is 200 feet off the ground on the side of a building. If he lets go, he falls and dies. If he gives up, he falls and dies. If he doesn't get the right grip on the metal, he falls and dies. If his foot isn't in the right placement, he falls and dies. Like, are you getting the point, you know? And also, like, when you're looking at his feet, there's, like, virtually, like, no room at all. I mean, like, maybe a couple of inches of space, if that. So he's basically holding himself to the side of this building with his raw core and arm strength and, like, a couple of inches of leverage off his feet, with literally no gear at all to keep him, like, held to the side of the building. It's actually phenomenal. Like, the amount of skill this guy really has to do something like this is genuinely mind-blowing, because, like, once again, how do you train for something like this? What is the preparation for doing this? That's what's, like, really crazy about, like, this content creation process, like, in comparison to mine, right? If I fuck up the audio when I'm recording, I can just hit the pause button and re-record it and edit the bad part out later, you know what I mean? This guy, there is no slip-ups, you know? He can't just edit out a clip or try to do a take 2 or something like that. It's just straight up, it's life or death, literally. It's life or death. And this guy does this all the time. It's not like he's done this once or twice and just, like, kind of popped out with a cool little video of him doing it, you know, just to, like, really show himself that he got a new appreciation for life. Like, every couple of months, this guy has a new video of him climbing some other building, you know what I mean? He just posted this one a day ago. And the thing is, most of these aren't getting insane views. Like, I'm looking at his videos and they're getting, like, this last one in a day has like 4.4K. A one from 2 months ago has 34,000 views. Another one from 5 months ago has 65,000 views. Like, for the level of risk compared to the level of reward, you would think that, like, oh, this guy's wasting his fucking time. Like, he's risking his life and wasting his time, right? No, you would be wrong about that. This guy, the accomplishment, at least from what I'm seeing, isn't like getting millions of views on YouTube. It's the fact that he's able to pull this off in the first place. Like, I can only imagine the adrenaline rush that you get while doing something like this. There's probably very little things on planet Earth that can genuinely make you feel this alive, right? Like, to the fact of, hey, if I fuck up, I die, you know? There is no other option. There is no room for failure. It's like, you either do it correctly or you don't do anything ever again. So that level of appreciation for life this has to give you is probably well worth the risk of death, but for me, man, I'm cool. I'm not learning how to do this. I'm not risking my life on some shit like this. You keep having fun, bro. I'm gonna stick to talking about Call of Duty or something, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, this ending part is the most incredible part of the video because, like, it goes to this sudden slope, and, like, it's not you're just climbing straight up, you know, grabbing onto the bars. Like, you gotta have enough strength to pull yourself up over the edge of that lip, you know what I mean? And, like, climb up at that, like, 45-degree angle going on there. Like, I know this sounds morbid, but imagine, like, right at the top, right? You climb the whole way up, it takes you however long. Right at the end, you just slip your grip and just fucking fall the whole way, right? Like, that was the thought going through my head the whole time, like, oh shit, dude, because, like, dude, there's no way I could pull this off. Like, yeah, the guy's risking his life for YouTube views and stuff. You can ask if whether or not that's a smart thing to do, but I think it's really hard to debate whether or not it takes a crazy amount of skill to do this. And overall, it's just pretty fucking incredible, man. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about this guy risking his life for YouTube content and signing out.